Hey everyone, Waj Gaming here, back again with another video. We're back. We're going to do another sync grid guide for Grimmsnarl and Gloria. We're going to check out the stats, passives, and the sync grid. And yeah, let's get into it. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Do smash the like button. Do share the content around. And if you want to join Waj Gang, click the join button down below. So let's get into it. So it is another seasonal, so this sync pair will only come out once a year. So if you want it, you don't want to wait another year, go get it now. Let's check the stats, the moves. It is going to be a tech, a fairy tech. HP 777, it's a lot, it's high. 430 attack, it's high. 215 defense, it's good for attack. 328 special attack, it's high again. 224 special defense, it's high. 322 speed, which is good. So all around stats, it looks good on paper. So move Spirit Break, it's a physical fairy move that costs 4 move gauges, base power 168, targets an opponent, lowers the target's special attack by 1 stat rank. Wow. Crunch, which we know, it's 3 gauge move, base power 118, targets an opponent. Dark move has a 20% chance of lowering the target's defense by -1. And it's got Bulk Up, which is a fighting move, 2 gauge move, targets itself, and raises the user's attack and defense by 1. Trainer move, not today. Can only use it once, targets itself. Applies the gradual healing effect on itself. Applies enduring effect to the user, so it gets endurance. When the user's defense is raised, raises the special defense by the same amount. When the user's attack is raised, raises the user's speed by the same amount. So basically, use your bulk up first, and then use your trainer move to get the added effect of this. Then the sync move is a fairy move, kickback, summer fairy impact. The more the user stats are raised, the greater the power of this move. Wow. We've seen this before with some sync pairs. So basically, you'll have supports that can raise the stats of this, and it will hit hard. It will hit hard. Passives, critical infliction 9, raises the critical hit rate by 1 when the Pokemon uses a move. Uses a status move. Okay. Super Infliction 4 has a 50% chance of applying the super effect when Pokemon uses a status move. Status move? He hasn't got a status move. Or does it? We'll check out on the grid. Double Buffer. When an ally stat is raised by a stat move used by a Pokemon, it is raised by double the stat. Wow. Bulk Up does then +2 attack, +2 defense. Should have just had that rather than the passive. When an ally stat is raised by a status move used by the Pokemon, it is raised by double the stat. So I think when it means status move, is it mean trainer move? I don't know. Or raising your stats. Then it raises your critical hit as well. We're going to find out tomorrow. Let's look at the grid at 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5, let's see, we've got the normal area here. We've got Bulk Up, Move Gauge Refresh 3, which is like, wow, definitely get because you can raise your attack and defense. And you've got Spirit Break, Move Gauge Refresh 3. So you got some things that are nice. There's nothing else here to get at 1 out of 5, but okay, it's better than an Inteleon at 1 out of 5. Let's check 2 out of 5. Okay, so 2 out of 5, we have Bulk Up, Move Gauge Refresh 9. Forget the Move Gauge Refresh 3, go for Move Gauge Refresh 9 then. Not today, Move Gauge Refresh 3, Burst in, applies the critical hit next effect when it enters into battle. Spirit Break Ripple Effect 4. That is something good. So you can basically have AoE of lowering stats on Spirit Break. You got Crunch on a roll 1, you've got Crunch, Move Gauge Refresh 3, and you've got Foul Fighting 3. Okay, so straight away I'm going for the Bulk Up, Move Gauge Refresh 9, Spirit Break Ripple Effect 4, Spirit Break Move Gauge Refresh 3, Not today, MP refresh free as well, and you might as well get the burst in. You still got some moves left over, so you may as well go for Spirit Break power-ups. Why not? It is a fairy Pokemon. That's what I'll go for at 2 out of 5. It looks pretty decent actually. If you don't want that, you can always go for Crunch as another move if you need a Dark type, because we do lack Dark type Pokemon in the game already. Let's look at 3 out of 5. And at 3 out of 5, we've got Overpower, which we've seen on Pokemon before. So the more the target's special attack is lowered, the more it powers up the user's moves. Spirit Break, Move Gauge Refresh free. Devastation, the more the special attack is lowered, powers up the Sync move. Crunch, Staggering 1, 20% chance of making the target flinch. What else have we got? Quick Tempo, so applies the move gauge acceleration effect onto the allied field of play for the first time when it enters into battle. Super Duper Effective 2. First Aid 4. It's got Impervious, the stats cannot be lowered. And it's got the 2 Sync Node power-ups. It looks pretty damn good. It's got lots of multipliers in here. So let's check as a sinking Pokemon. You definitely want the Sync buff power-up. You definitely want Devastation. So the special attack cannot be... So when the special attack is lowered, it powers up the Sync move. Overpower is not the multiplier that you'd want. Wow. Super Duper Effective 2, and then the Sync Node power up, just because you may want that extra Sync Node power up. And then you can go for the Spirit Break, Move Gauge Refresh free. This is what I'd go for to sync. You can sacrifice a Sync Node here and sacrifice this slot here to go for Spirit Break Ripple Effect 4, because then that will be an AoE to decrease stats, and then you can add Overpower on top, so you are attacking and syncing with this as a fairy type Pokemon. Let's reset this. Let's go for another type of grid. So let's say we are going for an attacking grid that we don't want to sync with. We just want to basically just attack with this. I'll definitely go for Spirit Break, Move Gauge Refresh 3, Spirit Break Ripple Effect 4, Bulk Up, Move Gauge Refresh 9. Let me just think. I need to get the mind of this is going to attack. Where else could we do? Oh yeah, Overpower is another one that you want because that is a multiplier. And you can go for Super Duper Effective 2, which is another multiplier for your moves. And then you can just add Critical Strike 2 on your grid. You do have 4 extra Sync Node power-ups, which you can use on anything. It's up to you. Let's refresh this again. Let's go for a Crunch grid. So Crunch, you definitely want Crunch Staggering 1, Crunch Move Gauge Refresh 3, Crunch Honor Roll 1, Foul Fighting's 3, the Crunch power-ups. I'd also go for Not Today Move Gauge Refresh 3, and you've got 8 left as well in here, so you can go for you can sacrifice Not Today if you want, and you can go for Super Duper Effective 2, and then just have Sync Pairs just as supports to power or to increase his stats rather than him doing it himself. Because you've got the Super Duper Effective 2 multiplier in here as well. It's hard to get the Overpower as well because it's all the way on the other side, and then you're going to sacrifice some Sync Orbs for it. But yeah, and it does have First Aid 4, it does have Quick Tempo, and it does have Impervious, which are nice to have, but it's just all scattered all over the place for you to even try and squeeze it in. You can try and sacrifice some Crunch Node power-ups if you want to. And let's see, well, if we do sacrifice that, you can opt for Quick Tempo, so you can get increased move gauge at the start of the battle, so you can just basically try and attack as quickly as you can. But yeah, that is a grid. It looks good. I'm going to try and aim for 3 out of 5 for this. It looks pretty decent as a seasonal, and it's another fairy. You can use it as a dark type as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Will you be summoning on? Will you be summoning on Grimmsnarl and Marnie? Let me know in the comments below. Do like the content. Do share it around. I'll see you all for the next one tomorrow. Summoners video. Let's see if I get that luck again, and yeah, pass that luck over here. And I'll see you all for the next one. See ya.